You know what's funny? Self-improvement doesn't start with motivation, it starts with pain. The kind of pain you can't explain but feel in every quiet moment. The kind that hits you when you stare at the ceiling at 2 a.m. To realizing you've been living the same day for months, maybe years. That was me. Stuck every morning felt like a replay. Same alarm. Same scrolling through social media, comparing my life to people who probably edited their happiness through 10 filters. Same excuses. I'll start tomorrow. But the truth was, I never did, until one day something broke. I woke up, looked in the mirror, and I didn't recognize the person staring back. Not because I looked different, but because I finally saw the truth. The problem wasn't life, it was me. That moment was small, but it changed everything. I started small. No, really small. One push-up, one journal entry, one glass of water instead of soda, 1 minute of silence before touching my phone. And guess what? Nothing magical happened that day. But I felt something shift, a spark. The next day, I did it again, and again, and again. That's when I learned something most people never realize. Discipline is just self-respect in motion. Every time I kept a promise to myself, I started to trust myself again. And that trust, it's addictive. But here's the catch. Growth isn't a straight line, it's a spiral. You'll go up, but sometimes you'll circle back to the same pain, same fear, same loneliness. The difference is, this time, you know how to climb out. There were days I wanted to quit. Days when I looked around and thought, what's the point? No one claps for your 5 a.m. workouts. No one celebrates your silent battles. But that's the secret. Self-improvement is lonely because it's personal. No one's supposed to understand your journey because it's not theirs. I stopped chasing motivation and started building systems. Motivation fades. Systems stay. If I didn't feel like reading, I'd just open the book and read one line. If I didn't want to exercise, I'd just put on my shoes, because action always beats overthinking. I learned that confidence isn't loud, it's quiet. It's built when you keep showing up even when nobody sees you. It's built when you stop needing validation. It's built when you realize that the version of you you're chasing is already inside you. Most people think success is about changing your life. It's not. It's about changing your identity. The moment you stop saying, I'm trying to be better, and start saying, I am better, your brain rewires itself. I started seeing the world differently. Not as a place that owed me anything, but as a mirror reflecting my own effort. If I worked hard, it smiled back. If I slacked off, it punished me. And slowly, that mirror started to show someone I was proud of. But here's the truth no one tells you. Self-improvement isn't glamorous, it's boring, it's repetitive. It's you, sitting alone in your room, fighting every lazy bone in your body to do the right thing. It's saying no when your old self would have said yes. It's deleting the app, ignoring the distraction, choosing the harder path again and again and again. But the reward is peace. Not the loud, dramatic kind, but the quiet peace that whispers, you're becoming who you're meant to be. One night, I found myself walking through my city. No headphones, no distractions, just silence. And for the first time in years, I didn't feel restless, I felt alive. Because I realized something profound. We spend so much time chasing happiness, we forget that growth is happiness. Progress, even the tiniest bit, is proof that we're not stuck. That's when I understood. Self-improvement isn't about becoming someone new. It's about remembering who you were before the world made you forget. So if you're listening to this and feel lost, I want you to remember this. You're not behind, you're not broken, you're just becoming. Start small, start messy, start scared. Because one day you'll wake up and realize the pain that once broke you became the reason you rose. You'll see that every no you told yourself, every temptation you resisted, every tiny victory, you built that piece by piece, day by day. And when people finally notice the change, they'll say, you've changed overnight. But you'll smile because you'll know the truth. It didn't happen overnight. It happened silently in the dark when no one was watching. When you chose growth over comfort, discipline over distraction, peace over approval. That's the real self-improvement. Not a trend, not a hashtag, not a morning routine with coffee and candles. It's the battle no one sees. The silent war between who you are and who you could be. And if you keep showing up, day after day, inch by inch, choice by choice, one day you'll look in the mirror again, and this time you'll recognize the person staring back.